Hi, and welcome to Being Mindful. In today's meditation, we will do a focus on the body. It's called a body scan, and we will go from feet to head, just noticing what's happening. We don't have to do anything with our bodies during this practice other than notice. So let's get going. I invite you to find a comfortable posture as you're seated in your chair. Alert but not rigid. Upright and not overly relaxed. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, I invite you to do that. And if that's not comfortable, you can gaze at a spot in front of you. We can begin to notice sensation. We can take in the sounds around us. Focus on them lightly, and then allow them to fade in the background as we move to a focus on the body. We can notice where the body is in contact with the floor and the chair. We can notice the sensation of clothing and air against the skin. We can attend to the breath moving in and out of the body. This breathing that happens whether we're aware of it or control it or not. There's no right or wrong way of breathing. There's no right or wrong way of being in this moment. We're simply noticing what's happening without trying to change what's happening. And we can shift focus now from the breath, from the body as a whole, to our feet. We can notice sensation, contact with the floor, or with our socks, or with our shoes. We can notice whether they're cold or warm. And as we breathe, we keep breathing. We can breathe all the way into our feet. That deep of a breath. We don't have to change anything about our feet. We're just noticing how they feel or how they don't feel. Then we can move up into the thighs, the knees, the calves, taking in the legs as a whole. scanning each part of the leg, seeking sensation. And where there isn't any particular sensation, we can notice that too. As we reach a particular body part, we can notice whether the mind attempts to have an opinion about that body part, to judge it positively or negatively. And use that observing portion of the mind to simply notice without judgment. Use sensation to notice what's happening with our legs at this moment, and observe the thinking mind as it attempts to make sense of what's observed. And in this moment, we favor the observing mind over the thinking mind. We again let the breath touch our legs. And with each out breath, we can feel a softening, a relaxation, a melting of the body into the surfaces that touch us and support us. We can shift now to the pelvis, the genitals, the buttocks, this area of the body that supports us as we sit. We can notice the exterior part of our body that is in contact with the chair. We can notice sensations inside. We can notice what our mind tells us about our hips, our pelvis, our groin, our buttocks. Allow opinions and judgments to be moved to the side as we continue to focus on sensation and what's happening with these body parts in this moment. We allow the breath to move deep into the pelvis, and with each out breath, allowing this area to soften and relax and melt. We move now to the abdomen, the stomach, the intestines. Noticing any tension we're holding, allowing the belly to expand with each in-breath and to relax with each out breath. Perhaps noticing sound, the gurgling of a belly, the movement of a breath. Noticing whether the stomach feels empty or full or satisfied. And moving around to the back, including the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Scanning the entire back to see what we can feel, see what we can notice. Paying attention to the presence or absence of sensation in the back. Noticing how the back moves with each breath. Noticing the posture we've slipped into or intentionally held. And coming forward to the chest, the rib cage, the lungs, the breast tissue. Noticing the movement of breath in and out of the chest. Noticing thought. Noticing thought about the part of the body that we're examining in any given moment, or the tendency of the mind to wander beyond the focus on the body. If the mind is tempting us to think about something else, or to remember something, or to plan something, we can simply notice where it's gone and gently bring the focus back to the body. We can move to the hands, noticing temperature and moisture. And glide up the arms through the wrists, forearms, elbows, and upper arms. Noticing what there is to feel. And noticing the absence of feeling. Shifting to the shoulders and the neck, a place where we can tend to hold tension. We notice what's there. We We allow the breath to move into these areas and allow a relaxation with each out breath. And then we can take in our heads, face, scalp. This part of the body that contains the brain we're using to observe itself. Noticing all sensation or places where there is no sensation. Again, noticing the movement of breath, the act of swallowing, expanding focus now to return to the body as a whole. Noticing any areas of tension and softly breathing into them. Noticing the contact of the body with air and clothing, chair and ground. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and begin to take in what you can sense outside your body through sound and sight. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that practice of doing a body scan will be a helpful one to you in your own practice. In addition to doing it in a chair, it can be very helpful to do a body scan lying down on the ground with a yoga mat or in a bed. This is a wonderful practice to do as you're falling asleep at night, just to take stock of what's happening, how the body feels. It promotes a sense of relaxation and can help you fall gently asleep. So I hope that you enjoyed this particular practice and that you'll try it on your own. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, I hope you'll consider joining, being part of our community. And a like is always a great compliment, as well as any comments you'd like to make. I think it's wonderful to be able to hear what you experienced and noticed in any particular meditation, and it can help others to hear from different people. So I hope that you will consider engaging in that way. Thanks and have a wonderful day.